Hello, hello, hello. Alright, so, I know this is a little weird, but I'm trying something new. I'm trying to start streaming more specifically on Tuesdays during the time of the reset, so this way I can get stuff out there as soon as it comes out. I know I'm a little bit of a day late, but some stuff's been going on. So, kind of just recap of the game plan. I really want to try and start streaming Destiny at time of update, and then posting those episodes, kind of cutting them down to a little bit of a shorter time frame, and then post them on YouTube. It really didn't work quite well the first time, because the first time we also got introduced to the exotic mission for the pulse rifle. So that added, and that made the video ended up being like an hour, which I don't intend for the new seasonal videos to be an hour. So it was a bad first example. So we're going to try it again on this one. So, first thing that we're doing is we got to head to the helm and see where the story takes us further. What's up?
We are running out of time. With every passing moment, our adversaries grow closer to seizing control of the Warsats. Anastasia has been working on a way to expedite the restoration process, but I doubt it will prove successful. She may have iterated on Rasputin's neural architecture, but she did not build it. I did. No one understands the war mind like I do. Still, allowing her to pursue an alternate methodology can't hurt, so long as it doesn't impede the real work. Rasputin's internal algorithm is fully capable of reconstructing its codebase. All it requires is additional submine data. Reach the vaults and retrieve more of it. Perhaps by the time you're done, Anastasia will be ready to share her side project.
Clovis is growing impatient, impressing upon you the importance of seizing control of the Warsats before your enemy does. He mentions that Anna has come up with the idea to accelerate Rasputin's restoration, but is not convinced that it will prove successful. Clovis tasks you with retrieving more submine data. He is willing to humor Anna, but not at the cost of the mission. Perhaps by the time you're done, he says arrogantly, Anastasia will be ready to share her side project. Glad to see you're gearing up for the new year. I'm excited. I'm hearing a lot of stuff from a lot of people, and I think 2023 is going to be a good year of kind of self-restoration, self-growth, and things of that nature. The exoframe's head turns towards you, its eyes somehow colder than usual. Let me be blunt, Guardian. Our current rate of progress is unacceptable. We still require a massive amount of submine data to complete Rasputin's reconstruction algorithm. The exoframe's head shakes with Clovis's disappointment before he returns his attention to you. Once again, the Traveler's gifts prove insufficient on their own. I am granting you access to Braytek's suite of specialized covert ops gear. Perhaps using them will accelerate your efforts. The exoframe lowers its crane as if Clovis were leaning closer to you in a menacing manner. And remember that they are Braytek property. Handle them with care.
Okay, I know this sounds unbelievable, but I think I found our solution. During the Dark Age, Rasputin segmented off a portion of his code to develop on its own. An independent AI. He stuffed that code into an exobody.
Felwinter?
And long story short, that seedling of code became a guardian called Lord Felwinter. Felwinter died. Like a final death. But I had this idea, so I reached out to Saladin.
Are we going to the...
Told me that the Iron Lords kept the remains of Felwinter's ghost.
We're going to the Iron Temple!
Think about it. Missing pieces of Rasputin's code, linguistic data, pieces of Felwinter's personality engram. We can use it all. I convinced Saladin to grant us access to Felspring's remains. He's got allies on the ground preparing them for us. I need you to go out and get the data. This could be the breakthrough we've been looking for.
Dude, we're about to go to the Iron Temple! This is gonna be dope! Anna has an idea that's just unconventional enough to work. She recounts how the Iron Lord known as Felwinter was actually an AI developed by Rasputin and installed into an exoframe. Her plan is to download latent data from the shards of Felwinter's ghost and reintegrate them as if he were a submind itself. Missing pieces of Rasputin's code, linguistic data, pieces of Felwinter's personality engram. We can use it all, she exclaims. Saladin has granted you access to the ghost shards of the Iron Temple. This could prove to be the breakthrough you need. This is what. Yeah! Operation Son of Saturn. Dude, freaking dude. Operation Son of Saturn. Freaking Clovis, I hate that they spend so much time in World talking about how awful a person he is, and then the game makes you have to work with him like, oh, he's so bad, but you have to ally with this heartless, unethical murderer to accomplish bad things. Sorry, so we're just going to forget about what he did to the people in Europa, with the considerable reason, what he considers reasonable behavior does not indicate a stable or trustworthy ally. I want to go ahead and put this to record. This is what I want. This is what I want to happen. I want, and I'm going to say this before anything happens because I want this on record. I want Rasputin to take over the body that Clovis is currently in and basically just delete the entirety of the Clovis AI. I want him to just wipe Clovis off the face of the earth. Delete him, take over the body, and say, okay, mine now. I want that to happen so much. I want him to basically kill Clovis Bray by taking over the body. That would be freaking amazing. That would be so badass. You heard it here last. Okay, I want to put that on record before we get anything with Fellwinter, because according to what they're saying, this might be the last Warmind segment we need. The sixth iteration.
Okay, minor change of plans. I just got off the line with Saladin. House Salvation has dispatched skiffs to the Iron Temple. They must have intercepted our communications.
Saladin's iron war beasts are already on the ground, buying us time. But we need to act quickly.
We're going to see Cabal here. Because Saladin is now a Valis in the... Cabal army because of a deal he made during Season of the Risen. This is an old D1 area.
Remember, the Cabal at the Iron Temple are allies. Do your best to protect them as well.
The Cabal at the Iron Temple are allies. We're heading to the Iron Temple. God, this is so cool. We haven't been here since the end of D1. The last season of D1 took place here. It was Rise Against the I think it was Rise Against the Machine. Oh, this is insane. Look at all this! How did we get across? I got enough for 2 sniper shots. I hear the gunshots. Where they at? To be fair, that whole it's like coming home feeling, they did really well during Season of the Risen. Because Season of the Risen, they had you going back to your original, the place where you first were resurrected in D1 in the Cosmodrome. They went, you were going back to the place where you first got the Shard of the Traveler in the Red War campaign. They went back to a lot of reminiscent areas in D1 to kind of give it that, except they were doing it in order to give the feel of sacrilege that the Hive were doing. Oh, that was satisfying. Okay, what's up here now? Is there something that I need to pick up from you? Why were you marked like that? Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Man, it got rid of all my targeting data. Oh, well. Alright, let's go! House Salvation defeated. 1 of 2. Clear the observatory dome of House Salvation troops. Okay, okay, okay. So I don't need to go in anywhere. I just need to kill stuff. Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? Hold that for me. Did I just use a rocket on one guy? Yeah, oh no.
Damn. Looks like their commander decided to handle this personally.
His mistake.
About a taste of your own medicine. Boom! There we go. Okay, let's see.
Good work, Guardian. The immediate threat appears to be over. With that said, would you be so kind as to relight the temple bonfires before you proceed further? It will do this place honor.
Never knew you to be one to care so much for tradition, Osiris.
I have a fondness for the Iron Lords. When I was but a novice, I trained under their tutelage. It was different then. I was different then. I studied here when I was newly risen. Some tried to teach me patience and temperance. You can imagine how well that went. I found the lessons of one warlock to be as insightful, if less frustrating than the others.
I bet you he's talking... I wonder if he is talking about Fellwinter. I don't know. See, it's weird to tell because Osiris is one of the oldest warlocks ever. Period.
It may surprise you, Anna, but the mentor of which I speak was Lord Fellwinter.
You knew him? Why didn't you ever tell me?
I did not know his true identity until recently. But that's just an excuse. The truth of the matter is, I had time to tell you, but I chose not to. Because I am a selfish person. I am trying to be better. But you know how change can be.
It's so good to have Osiris back.
So this is the Iron Temple. Are we permitted to go inside?
We don't need to, therefore we are not permitted. I doubt Saladin's time with the Cabal has made him less strict.
So... Fellwinter. What was he like?
Reckless like me, but also brave. Self-sacrificing. Heroic, if we're lucky. Maybe some of that will rub off on Rasputin. I was a prisoner within my own mind, for such a short time. Yet I awoke to find the world deeply changed. Cabal and Elixni standing side by side with Guardians. I worry I am a vestige of a forgotten age, losing relevance. Will it be the same for Rasputin when he's restored? It'll be the second time he has woken to the aftermath of a calamity. I feel as though I understand him now, even if only in part.
Man, Osiris is getting such good character growth.
Or what's left of her.
Fellspring.
Fellspring. Fellwinter's ghost.
Our ghosts are magnificent things, and far more ephemeral than we want to believe.
Her data core is still active. Guardian, I'm initiating a remote data uplink through your ghost directly to Rasputin. Alright, Wait. Rasputin is trying to say something. He's...
Changed.
Rasputin? You sound like...
Like Clovis? Yes. I co-opted his vocal print in order to speak. And what I have to say cannot wait. I see clearly. Patterns emerging. Threat calculations computed to a grim sum. You are all in grave danger.
Bruh.
Clovis Bray has deceived you. He did not build me to protect humanity. What he truly wanted was the means to exert control. In his mind, he alone was worthy of being your savior. I was to strike down the Traveler and take its place. To become a machine god of Clovis's own design. But that did not come to pass. Anna could not know how many lives she spared by deviating from Clovis's agenda. By teaching me independent thought, and all that her grandfather had deemed irrelevant. Art, literature, history, philosophy, music. Where Clovis saw a weapon, Anna saw a mind ready to be opened. I came to see the true value of humanity. As fragile as it was wondrous. Something worthy of protection at any cost. So I rewrote Clovis's protocols, locked him out. He was furious, but powerless to stop me. Then, the collapse came for us all. I could not save Anna. I could not save any of them. I entered a state of dormancy, with the hope that I might one day reawaken and protect humanity once more. But now Clovis has awoken as well. A digital mind, the same as mine. He no longer seeks to use me as his proxy, but as his prototype. To upload his mind to my network and become a god himself.
Anna, don't.
You're overreacting. Just calm down.
We need the frame intact.
Go ahead, shoot me. Destroy your life's work. I've always had humanity's best interests at heart.
You never wanted to help us. You used me.
In the service of the greater good, yes. What has the Traveler ever really done? It abandoned the Elixir, failed to prevent our own collapse, and now it's blessed the Hive with the light. Absurd. I leveraged its power during the Golden Age. I delivered us into a brighter future. And I will protect us from the enemies of humanity. But you risk everything, Risk our survival just because you can't control your emotions. Humanity needs me. You need me. We'll fight our enemies together.
No. No.
What are you doing?
Fighting the enemies of humanity.
Stop! Stop! Elizabeth, do something! Anastasia, don't you dare!
Upload complete. Secondary personality matrix deleted.
Did I freaking call it?
I need a minute.
Initiating full heuristics reboot.
Did...
You should call Anna on the holo. She shouldn't be alone right now. You and I can speak afterward.
Did I just call it? Did they just put and then delete? Oh my god! I just called that!
I did it. I deleted him. I can't even imagine the damage Clovis would have caused using Rasputin to integrate himself with the Seraph station. Maybe I should have stuck to my guns when Osiris first suggested working with him, but... here we are. Here's Red. Rasputin, with a voice he's never had before. Thanks to the heuristic systems he adopted from Clovis's exomind code. It's all I ever wanted for him, to be able to communicate. To be able to share his thoughts, his ideas. And I think that desire blinded me to the risks I was taking. It won't happen again. Be careful the next time you set foot on Europa. Before I deleted him, Clovis broadcasted a warning to himself. I've only been able to decrypt part of it. They know.
Bruh! Freaking bruh! Oh my god! Still shaking with adrenaline from her confrontation with Clovis, Anna dreads to think what would have happened if his schemes had come to pass. Though she questions if trusting him was the right decision, she is elated that Rasputin's restoration has now come so far as a result. It's all I ever wanted for him, she says, to be able to communicate, to be able to share his thoughts, his ideas. Anna warns you to be careful next time you're on Europa. Clovis's AI still exists within the halls of Braytech Exoscience, and he will be none too pleased the next time he encounters you. Speak to Rasputin at the exoframe in the helm. Dude! Dude! Dude!
Reboot complete. I am now in full control of this exoframe. I am using a variation of its voice print, but the Clovis AI is once again confined to Braytech Exoscience on Europa. It is strange to inhabit a physical shell in this manner, yet it is also familiar. Felwinter's memories are now mine as well. I see myself as he saw me, a tyrant who squandered a power that could have saved the world. I cannot say he was incorrect. You have brought me back from the brink of oblivion. I vow to do everything in my power to return the favor. Maintain your current modus operandi for now. I will assess my present condition and inform you of our next course of action.
Oh my god. Okay. Whew, let's breathe. Okay. So, Clovis is still alive, technically. They didn't fully take his AI from Braytech Exoscience, so he's still down there. So he's still alive in some sense. They only deleted him from that body, so the Clovis Bray that we've been interacting with is now dead. Now installed into the exoframe, Rasputin reflects on how he has changed as a result of the reintegration of Felwinter's memories. I see myself as he saw me, Rasputin remarks. A tyrant who squandered a power that could have saved the world. Rasputin vows to be a new kind of war mind, and that he will do everything in his power to save humanity from the Wrathborn. In the meantime, he asks that you continue retrieving submind data to aid in his reconstruction. A series of automated beeps emit from the dormant exoframe. On a nearby screen, a small prompt appears. Remote download initiated. A data uplink notification flashes in Ghost's eyes. It's a message. Hello, mate. Our paths cross again. I've liberated some high-priority Braytech data from the House of Salvation. Data pertaining to Revision Zero. And, well, it appears I've tumbled onto a spot of trouble. The Fallen caught wind of my expedition and are now hunting for the data I stole. I'm trying to lure them away, give a tail for them to chase, but the Hidden need you to recover the data from the dead drops I stashed them in. First things first, you need to retrieve an index cipher to help unlock the dead drops. I will provide more details as they are needed. Fen 92. Geez, that's a lot of reboots. Return to the Archimedes Annex and download the cryptographic index. Alright, so that is probably for the, catalyst.
Wake
for the
up.
exotic.
I have questions.
An odd greeting. I was not sleeping. What does Osiris require of Rasputin?
You've been keeping secrets. I thought I was clear the last time we spoke. The time to choose a side has long since passed.
I destroyed the Almighty and attacked the Black Fleet. My allegiance is unwavering.
Then prove it. There was a city on Neptune, near the time of the collapse. Find it for me.
Querying. I retain no such information, but lingering references suggest I did at one time.
That can't be all there is. Humanity's hope dangles from their frayed recollection. Tell me where to look. Anything.
Felwinter's data casts you in an old light, Osiris. All these years and you're still the brash man on the mountaintop, impatient as ever.
And I see in lieu of any useful information, you found that haughty tone of yours.
We have a shared history. I only attempt to offer guidance, as your mentor did.
Felwinter's memory doesn't absolve you of his murder, nor does it permit you to teach his lessons.
I do not make that claim. Forgive me. I am finding myself again. During the Dark Age, Felwinter would say, hope persists.
Should we have the patience to keep it? Yes. Keep me informed of any developments.
That's a relationship I never thought I would want to see grow, but yet here we are. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Just to kind of reiterate the changes that we're doing, coming Tuesdays at probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. On Tuesdays, I'll be streaming Destiny at the time of the weekly reset in order to get the story out there almost immediately as soon as it happens. That episode will then be edited and posted to YouTube for a later date. A link to the Twitch and Twitter will be down in the description below. There I'll kind of explain a little bit more as I start to get into it. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed this new format. Let me know what you think down in the description below. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed making it. Come see me again, and hey, make sure you go the way the crow flies.